I've got a great question today, and it's obviously a pretty popular question because I've been asked it several times this week, and that is, how do I go about selling my finished items? Meaning knit or crocheted, pieces that you made by hand. And boy, oh boy, if that isn't a tough question. Back when I first started being a crafter, when my son was not even 2 years old, and I was making items and I didn't know how to write a pattern yet. I only knew how to create, and I did get some accounts with boutiques to sell shawls. The problem was, and I even found really expensive boutiques, they were selling them for $500 a piece, which meant that I had to sell them at $250 a piece. And back then, I wasn't even thinking in terms of a business. I was only thinking in terms of raising cash. So I sold them as much as they wanted. And then when it came time for them to want to reorder, they expected to be able to reorder the same amount. And it turned out that I gave them a year's worth of shawls that I had been making in one order, and then they wanted a 6-week turnaround time. So that was the first time that I realized how labor intensive knitting and crochet really is. And then when it came time to thinking about, well, can I even afford meaning buy all the supplies, all of the expensive, luxurious yarns, and afford the time. Did I really even have enough time to remake this entire inventory in 6 weeks? And I didn't. And it was a really rude awakening for me that this was probably not something that was going to make sense as a business. As a hobby, to be able to make quick cash, or support my hobby, to be able to buy more yarn, to have fun. It was something that could work for that, but as a business, it wasn't going to work for me. So when somebody asks me, how do I sell my finished items? Being a business person, I always want to say, well, you can't, because it doesn't make sense business-wise. We don't live in a country where handmade labor is of value. For example, for a shawl that takes 30 hours to make, no one's going to pay you $600 for it because as a skilled laborer, you should get $20 an hour, and at 30 hours, that would be $600, not including the price of the yarn. It's a tough market, and I don't know. It seems like anytime someone asks me if I can make something for them, they want a dress or something that takes 80 hours for me to make. And I politely say, no, I'm sorry, I'd be happy to teach you how to make it, but I don't sell my finished items. But that's because I'm a business. So now let's say that you're somebody that knits or crochets for fun, and your friends or somebody that you know wants you to make them something and wants to pay you for it. You can develop whatever amount of money would make you happy for the amount of time you put into it. If you're not trying to make it a business, you don't have to justify the hours. If you're looking to make a little extra cash and you're enjoying the process of it, there's only so many shawls and scarves and sweaters I guess you can make for your own closet. You either need to decide if you're going to work for charity, if you're going to give gifts to all your friends and family, or if you're going to start selling them to other people. And all of those options are wonderful. It's better that you continue knitting and crocheting because it's such a wonderful hobby and makes us feel so good on the inside, right? So it's such a tough question because I can't answer it unless I know what your intentions are. If your intentions are to pay your bills, I would suggest you look elsewhere to make money. But if your intentions are just to, add a little extra cash to your hobby, add a little extra cash to your entertainment fund, and have fun along the way, then I say just go for it. If you have any other questions, by all means, leave them in the comments below, or ask me anywhere that you can reach me in social media. I'm always happy to connect with you more. Bye! Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.